Ensuring a good grade. Some of you might have done this when you're like near the final. You may have tried like, oh, what should I get on my final? Okay, that's this kind of question. In genetic sociology class, the grade is based on 5 projects with the following weight. So it's not like they have an equal weight. Like the third exam or third project has the heaviest weight here, and there are 5 projects, and each has a different weight on the overall grade. Scores on all projects in the class are given as integers. Janet scored 97 points on project 1, so let's start with 97 on project 1, and project 2 she got 89, and in project 3 she just handed she got 88 on the second one, and she got 89 on the project 3. She just handed in project 4 and is about to make a work schedule for project 5. Okay, there's 4 and there's 5. Okay, she's sure that she got a grade, passing grade, at least 65 points on project 4. So for now, let's just write 65 because this is like a worst scenario. But she's sure that she got at least 65, which is a passing. Maybe on the gradebook platform, it must have mentioned that, hey, you passed. So then the minimum she know she might have gotten was 65. If the professor will round to the calculated average to the nearest integer, what integer grade will Janet need on project 5 to get at least a grade of B+, which requires 86.5? Okay, so we have no idea what she needs to get on 5, but to get B+, we do know that she has to get 86.5. Now before you just add them up and average it, you can't just add them up and then just divide it by 5. Remember, they have a different weight. So how we do is something similar to chemistry class when you learn relative abundance of like isotopes, or how you get the atomic mass. So we do the same thing here. You have a 15%. So 0.15 is your 15% in decimal, and 0.2. In the 89 we have a 0.3. In the 65 you have 0.15, and the last one you have 0.2. You multiply all these, okay, and then when you multiply based on the proportion and the score she gets, you're gonna have to add all these up, and they add up to, okay, you want this to be at least 86 point or 86.5 or higher, but let's just make it equal because this is like a least you can have. It would be nice if you get a really high score, but let's just find the worst scenario or the minimum score she needs to get to pass with B+. Okay, we're gonna have to add all these multiplications. So it's really adding this with this. We'll just keep adding it. Okay, so 97 times 0.15 plus 88 times 0.2, 89 times 0.3, 65 times 0.15 plus, okay, we're gonna, just add up all the 4 here. So add them up, and the total for these multiplications in each row ends up becoming 68.6. Okay, 68.6 plus 0.2x equals 86.5. Technically it's greater than or equal, but like I said, we want to find out the least you can get, so let's just say equals 86.5. Alright, so we just need to subtract the like terms on both sides. That's a 68.6. You get 1 over 5x. 86.5 divided by, or subtracting 68.6. Okay. You get 17.9 here. So when you multiply this by 5, x is equal to 89.5. Now be careful though, you might be tempted to write 89.5. Unfortunately, if you do so, you did not read the direction. If you read the first sentence of the second paragraph here, if the professor will round the calculated average to the nearest integer, okay, the project 5 grade cannot be a decimal. You need to round this point to nearest integer. So seeing a 0.5, why don't we just round it up to 90? Okay, and she needs to get at least 90 on the project 5 to pass with B plus, which represent 86.5 points. So the answer to this is 90, and it should be an integer.